Alrighty. That's all done.
Yes.
And dealt with. Let us get to today's topic.
Yes.
The NX software development kits.
Oh yeah.
And such. So, I actually printed out all the articles about it. And even took notes. But the notes all refer to later dates, PokeChats. But anyways, basically I'm just gonna give some of the reports that came out about the NX development kits. And so let's see. So yeah, they've begun distributing it to developers. So they can have a launch lineup, of course. And by the looks of it, it's going to be introduced sometime next year at the earliest. Sometime probably the year after that at the latest. The exact shape isn't fully developed yet, but people who are familiar with the development plans did say that Nintendo would likely include either a handheld that's either used in conjunction or that can be taken on the road for separate use. And so that would basically fill the role of handheld and console, which means the NX may be a standalone. It might be the first time that they have not released a separate handheld for a console.
Yes.
Like how the 3DS ties in mostly with the Wii U, and the Game Boy Advance tied in with like the GameCube and the DS with the Wii and all that stuff, and Game Boy with the N64. Well, it looks like the NX might just be standalone. Like you get one or you get both, whatever. But now they communicate back and forth more intricately.
Yep.
And then another report came in talking about one of the demos that were included to kind of show an example of this is what you could develop. And it had so many polygons that it is currently impossible to run at 60 frames per second using like current generation Intel stuff, like CPU wise, and nearly top of the line graphics cards. So that's a pretty big thing, I guess. I mean, to have a lot of polygons, it's always nice. High poly games are always nice. Unless it's artistically low poly, at which point it's like, oh, nostalgia. So, and then another thing actually did come in more recently, saying that several people who saw it said that what they saw was impossible to run on a computer without industry-leading or cutting-edge chips. But they didn't really elaborate too much, give too much information on it at all. But yeah. So it's looking strong, and that's pretty much all we know. It looks strong,
Okay.
and powerful.
Okay.
Just kind of what you should expect out of a next gen
Okay.
stuff. But
I don't play Wii consoles.
it's okay.
I like the DS.
It is apparently stronger though than PS4 and Xbox One. It's a larger graphical
I
leap.
don't play PS4.
So it's a larger graphical leap than Xbox 360 was to Xbox One and PS3 to PS4, because that, a lot of people need to admit, was a small leap. They came out, when the consoles came out for this gen, they were already outdated, graphically.
The only difference is they changed the lighting.
The lighting's a little bit, and updated, a little bit to models.
I've already compared it. I can tell the differences. For Destiny, they changed shadows, lighting, and parts of the graphics. They're noticeable, but not very. You just don't look at the ground like, oh, that never wasn't there.
Yeah, and it's, like when they came out, they were already lower end than the computer games were at the time. Usually you want to release it at least on par with the current computer games, but they came out weaker. And so basically this gen, a lot of people criticized Nintendo for having made a low graphics quality console, and yes, there's lowest but theirs was still the largest jump this generation. Because, like, the PS4 and the Xbox One, we've seen things they can do that haven't been implemented ever. Like, other than, like, cinematics and crap, the graphics have changed very little, even though they showed us, like, oh, look at how high quality these faces are, and then the game comes out, and it's like, okay, that's nice. We have this one game that looks like they showed us, but everything else is just above.
There is one game for the Xbox I will say has the best graphics, probably on any console. Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy has the best graphics out of any Xbox game.
The new one?
Every Final Fantasy has the best graphics. Dude, Final Fantasy 7 has better graphics.
They use Final Fantasy 7.
Yes, Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 7 did have graphics. Honestly, it's funny. It's funny how Final Fantasy progressed with its graphics, actually. There was 7, which kind of looked There was 8, which looked really good, and then there was 9, where they went back to for some reason, and no one's sure why. But, anyways...
Final Fantasy 13, though.
Thanks for watching, Lang.
Hope you leave this.
And, this is the first one without Jacob. Look at that.
First one missed.
We'll see how many more he lasts. Alright, see you, everybody.
If you liked this video and would like to see more, please subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Google+, where we post behind-the-scenes things, funny pictures, and more. We hope to see you there.